Everett is asking, if the time of Noah, God destroyed everything, but Noah got salvation, and Jesus said, this time of end of age, it will be like time of Noah. And truthfully, we know Jesus can never lie. Where will we find salvation from? Which church mentioned in Bible so that we go there and receive salvation?
It's a very important question. Very good question.
Thank you. I'd like to rephrase the question where it says, but Noah got salvation. I'd like to rephrase it by saying, but Noah accepted salvation. Because salvation was given not only to Noah, but to the entire world. But in the New Testament, I forgot which book, it says only 8 persons were saved. Why? Because those 8 persons actually accepted the call to enter the ark. So let's turn to Luke chapter 19, verses 9 and 10. Luke chapter 19, verses 9 and 10. And it reads, and Jesus said unto him, this day is salvation come to this house, for so much as he is also a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man is come to seek and save that which was lost. So the same salvation that came to Noah and the entire world, that rebellious generation, was extended to Zacchaeus. And that act of repentance, of which we briefly discussed, was him actually returning everything that he had wrongfully stolen and taken from those he had taxed and excessively exorbited. He gave 4 times that which he had stolen. And once he had done that, Christ said that salvation had come to this house. And where did the salvation come from? In verses 10, for the Son of Man is come to seek and save that which is lost. So salvation is come to those who are lost. Salvation is come to those who need to be saved. And so that's where salvation comes from. That salvation was extended to Noah, and that salvation was extended to Zacchaeus, to the entire nation of Israel. And today that salvation is extended to you. And the latter part of the question is, it says, to which church do we go to so that we go there and receive salvation? There's not one church, there's not one individual that gives you salvation. There may be a group of individuals that gives you a testimony or gives you a warning, but salvation only comes from Christ. Now, if you want to help identifying where that group of individuals help to share the message of salvation, you can find that message in Revelation chapter 12, verse 17. Revelations 12, verse 17, here's some characteristics of that church. That church that gives the message of salvation, but it does not have the message of salvation in that sense. Revelations 12, verse 17, and it reads, and the dragon was enraged with the woman, and he went to make war with the rest of her offspring, who keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus. So remember in John where it says that if you love me, keep my commandments. Well, that woman, which in the Bible is often represented as the children of God, are those who keep the commandments of God. But not only those who keep the commandments of God, but also the testimony of Jesus, meaning that his words, his life, his way of living, they actually exemplify and they actually seek after. And also the spirit of prophecy, which extended down even after Christ had died, those individuals actually follow. So the church are those who love God, who keep all of his commandments, and those individuals who also keep the testimony of Christ. And if you can find a church that does all three, those individuals help to give the message of salvation, but they're not sole owners of salvation to give.